Confessions. Sorry that I'm sick, y'all. I'm sick, man. I'm finding myself in this new space now, and I'm finding myself moving forward with my life. I always kind of, forgive my voice, like I said, just sick, man. I'm trying to get over a cold. Um, I You have to watch who you allow in your life. You can't just allow everybody in your life, because I used to have this sixth sense where I would be able to tell a person. I would be able to tell a person before they got into my life, and that's one thing just growing up that I knew. Over time for myself, I always been like the giving person. I always been the person that, no matter what, I I was a friend. I was the person who continued to give, and I kept that. I kept it as I go, because that's what I'm known for. I'm known for just having that big, wonderful heart. And life ain't always gonna play out the way you want it to be. Some people, they come in with that motive. They come in with this whole new taking of, this is what I want from him. This is what I want from you. So I grew up watching people set me up into different positions that benefited them. I never put myself around anybody uh, for usage. I never went around anybody. I was never trying to have anybody be my friend so I could use them. I never had anybody in my world that I could use, because I've never. It was nothing that I wanted from anybody. It was nothing that I couldn't get on my own. You know, and that's, we always have to remember that when you accept people in your life, what is their overall motive for being in your life? Because everybody ain't your friend. Everybody is not there to help you. Everyone's not there to build you. Everyone's not there to show you a better ways. I always did that when it came to me being a coach. I always did that when it came to me just overall being a good person. I always want to help people. I always want to do something, working with kids or training. I always did. Everything I did always manifested great destiny. It always manifested great karma. You want that good karma around you. You don't want bad karma. Bad karma is not good. So that's like giving that dollar to that homeless person. It's like getting up and talking at a church, or getting up and talking to kids, or motivating or helping a lady across the street. It's called good karma. You want to come back. And for me, I always try to make sure I didn't put anything out there bad. Over my life, it seemed that, especially when I was in my 20s, I always did that. I always kind of threw out this reel, and I never knew what I would always get back. And then when I started getting older, I was like, okay, dog, you can't keep putting all the people in the same boat. You can't put everybody in the same avenue, because people will use you, Dre. And I learned that. I was like, people are going to use you. I've dealt with this. This is nothing new to me, where a person would use me. It's just how you deal with it. I had all kind of different melees growing up, man, and it just wasn't good, man. I think that's why I don't love the way everybody else love. I think that's why I take it with a grain of salt. I guess that's the reason why I don't uh, allow people to come into my world, because I know that most people aren't there to stay. Because if they don't get what they want, then it's like whatever, you know. And that's what you gotta ask people when they come into your life. What do you want? Overall, what do you want from me? It ain't the same when you were a kid. When you were a kid, you would meet people and they wanted to be your friend. They wanted to just play around. That's like being in kindergarten and Head Start. The people that came around you, y'all all played around. But what happened when you got a new toy? You get all these new people coming around. They want to play, they want to ride your bike, they want to do these things. But when you get older, what is your toy? For women, it's the thing between their legs. And for men, it's money. For a man, it's the thing between their legs as well. But everybody's motive is different. Everybody's drive is different. Everybody wants something. It's just how they go about getting it and how they show it. Because you can pretend to be somebody that you're not. And you see that all the time. You see that with Jeffrey Dahmer. You see that with, you see that with Ted Bundy. These people were good people. You know what I'm saying? People thought they were great, good, sweet people. You saw it with Bill Cosby. He's a sweet, great guy. But what were you doing behind closed doors? What were you doing when nobody saw it? Because everyone has their hidden evil. My hidden evil was playing poker. That used to be my hidden evil. That was one thing I did to deal with stress, because when I was having sex all the time, I was like, man, this isn't good because people are catching feelings. So to keep me from having sex all the time, I started playing poker. And it helped because it made me go back and kind of look at myself and reevaluate everybody in my life. It's a new way of thinking for me, where I just don't want people around, you know? Now after so many letdowns and so many upsets, and I'm like, hey, I can't have nobody around. But is that good? Is that what you want? Everybody has their price, and everybody has something that they want. You just have to figure it out for yourself. And I found that out. I found that out, you know, when I learned that I was a guy with a great personality, with a sweet demeanor, that will give anything to anybody. And my biggest problem is saying no, right? Do you know what the difference between no is? Sometimes you say no to people and they just like keep going, and then you be like, all right, go ahead. No mean I'm not taking it at all. I don't want it. And I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to tell a person, no, I'm done, don't do it. Because people didn't take me serious. People are always trying to be charming. People are always trying to be sweet. People are always trying to be nice. And just because you show those colors outside the door don't mean that's the kind of person that you are. You will see a person's true colors when they no longer have anything to take from you. When they have nothing to gain from a relationship with you. You will see their true colors in them. And a lot of people don't understand that. That when a person can't take anything from you, they can't have sex with you no more. They can't take money from you no more. They can't take advantage of you no more. Then their true colors come out. And that's what it is about. That's what it's about. If I can't have what I want, then people do what? Some people, that's their reaction. That's some people, it's like a double-edged sword. I'm going to stab you both ways. If I don't get what I want, that's what people do. And you, as a person, you have to be able to block that. You have to shut it down when it presents itself. Don't overlook it. Your heart will tell you if a person around you is even worth it. Your heart will tell you if the person around you is even the person that they say they are. Everybody ain't everything they cracked up to be. You have to ask yourself this. If nobody wants you in their life, why? If nobody wants a relationship with you, why? If a person does not want to give you what you give them, why? It's not always them. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're missing something. Maybe there's something that you don't see, that they see it in you. And sometimes you have to be big enough to ask yourself, what is wrong with me? Why is it that nobody wants a relationship with me? Why is it that nobody wants a baby with me? Why is it that nobody wants to marry me? Why is it that problem? What is wrong with me? Break it down. Don't be afraid to break yourself down and give back. Like, go in without an ego. You have to go in it without an ego, and you have to ask yourself, why is this the problem? Right? There's over 1 billion people on planet Earth. If you take sex out and you take money out, do a person want to be with you? And why? Because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people don't understand that if you have nothing to offer, a person don't want that. They can see that. Years of nobody means there's something wrong with you. Everybody has a growth. Everybody has something. But sometimes people see something in you that does not work for them. See, that's one thing you have to look at it. If you take a bowl of water and you put it on the ground for a dog, dogs will not touch that water off top. They're going to let it sit there. And they're going to let it sit there. And at some point, they're going to go over, they're going to smell it. They're going to taste it. And if it's not right for them, they're not going to drink that water. But they let it sit. They don't just take it. See, that's what you have to realize. That's what you have to see. If a person just takes you, then they're desperate. If a person just takes you without knowing who you are and what you have to offer, they are desperate for you. See, my biggest thing is that I'm very cynical. As a cynical person, I'm always looking at motives. I'm always looking at the possibility of doubt. It's about reasonable doubt. Why is this person in my life? Are you here as a friend? Because a lot of people say God is going to send me this. No. God is going to present someone to you. It's up to you to take it. And it's up for them to understand. See, no one's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But there's a difference between a person being perfect and a person being a waste of time. How many people in your life have you wasted your time with? See, there's nobody that I brought into my life that I have not done anything for at all, because I'm a giver. I always been a giver. I always been a person that want to give. I want to educate you. I want to train you. I want to help you become a better person. In the back of my car, if you see right there, that is my vision board. My vision board, one thing when it talks about friendship, some friendships in my life are going to end. And some friendships are going to sit there and they're going to see if it can break through the time and the pain of hard work and hard trust. Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Because you know if a person is in your life to benefit them and not you. You have to understand that's what it's about. Everybody I love the person I am. I love the man that God created in me, and I will never take anything back from that. because I am who I am. I am a giver. I have a big heart. That's my life. That's why I switched my majors in college. I am a giver. I want to see people happy. I want to put smiles on people's faces. And I want to just love the world. And that's me. That's why I do volunteer work. That's why I work with people. That's why I help people. I got locked up a week ago. And when I got out of jail, it was like 9 of us to get out. And I was noticing that the correction officers were being like extra nice to me. They're being extra, for some reason, the correction officers in the county were just nice to me. They were coming, hey, you okay? Hey, you okay? Everything good? Are you good, Andre? I mean, I've talked to the sergeants there. I talked to the captains there. I talked to like everybody in the jail that was of superior status. They came and talked to me. And when I was getting out, they put me in holding for like 4 hours. And I was in a wheelchair because my back has been hurting me so bad because of my situation. My back has been hurting me so bad that I was in a wheelchair the whole time I was in jail. And at first I thought I was like, oh, they're looking out for me because, sorry about the screen shaking, I had it on my dash. I thought they were helping me because maybe I was in a wheelchair. And when I was leaving out, the lieutenant that was there, he pulled me to the side. He said, hey, Andre, he said, you might not know why I was so nice to you. And I was like, I said, it's cool. I said, I'm cool. You're like, I'm cool with everybody being nice to me. He said, no. He said, you shouldn't be here. He said, you shouldn't be in this situation. He said, you were cleaning. He said, you were asking us to clean up the cell. He said, you were helping the trustees out if they needed help. He said, you were just so nice to everybody. He said, I hope, unfortunate that you came in here on this situation. He said, but please don't come back. I was like, all right, thank you, man. I definitely won't come back. It's like, hey, it's like, I know you was telling people that you do comedy. He said, I definitely come and check out your comedy show. I was like, hey, man, I appreciate it. And I was leaving out, and when I got outside, it was raining. So I got outside, it was raining. And it was me and this white dude, and he didn't have a phone. And I had a little bit of juice on my phone. I let me use my phone. And he had his wife beater on. I had my coat, my shirt, everything on. And it's raining in LA. It is cold. And I take my jacket off, and I put it between my legs, and I take my shirt off. And I give it to this guy, and I put my jacket back on. I was like, here you go, bro. And dude was like, hey, man. He's like, sure? I was like, man, it's cold. It's raining out here, dog. I was like, I got a jacket. I said, I got a jacket. You got a wife beater on, man. You gonna get sick, bro. He's like, I've never met a man that would take the shirt off his back and give it to somebody. It's just always been the person that's always been the person that I am. That always been me. Like, I always go out for people, man. I seriously, like, I wouldn't even think about that. I literally wouldn't even think about the situation that I was in. I was just looking at the fact that this dude is out here cold, man. And that's the bad thing about me, dog, is that I wasn't looking at no motives, dog. I'm not looking at anything about anybody else. I'm looking at the fact, dog, that I'm always trying to help people, and it put me in fucking bad situations.
I always do that, dog. It's like, dog, Dre, quit trying to help people out, dog, because it don't always come back to help you. I always did that. I always been that guy. I don't know, man. This nigga could have robbed me out there a second ago. But I wasn't looking at that, dog. I was looking at the fact that I'm trying to help somebody out. And I always do that. I always give more than what I supposed to give. Everybody ain't you, Dre. Everybody ain't gonna react the same way that you act. Dude, you gotta quit doing that. That was none of my business. He didn't have a shirt on, dog. You ended up in jail. That was none of my business. But the me and me, dog, I can't just let somebody do that. I can't let somebody just hurt. I can't let somebody just sit there. What kind of man would I be to watch a fellow person go through something bad? I don't have a fucking malicious bone in my body. I don't have an evil bone in my body. I will help anybody in this world for anything. I always do that. I just don't want relationships. I don't. Because I know that everything ain't cracked up to be what it's supposed to be. I know everybody ain't gonna do you, Dre. Everybody ain't gonna be nice to you. Everybody ain't gonna keep the high road like you. Everybody ain't gonna do that. So, Dre, why you do that? Quit putting yourself in those situations, bruh. Love yourself, Dre. It's cool. You want to give out love, but you don't want to accept it back. And that's always been my thing. I want to give it, but I don't trust people. I don't trust nobody on that end, man, because when people can't get their way, they go down. They go low. They hit you, dog. Dre, this is time and time out. You've seen this. You'll watch this. That is your life. So why can't you love? Why can't you be in a relationship? Why can't you do that? Because you've been used so much. And you see it. That is considered the pain body, dog. If you don't know what the pain body is when something hurts and you hold on to it and that realizes your life. It takes away from your sunshine. Your sunshine's not there anymore because it always has that glim window over it. And it always has that glim rim over it. Dre, you are a good person. You don't have to go out here and pretend to be good. People see the good in you. The reason why I go volunteer on Skid Row, the reason why I help kids out, the reason why I help people out, the reason why I became a trainer, the reason why I do the things that I do as a comedian, the reason why I do those things because my record shows I just want to help people. Helping people ain't always just, hey, how you doing? Or being nice to people. It's showing. What have you shown? What have you did? Years and years and years of help, dog, of volunteer work. That is me. That's what I do. I always been that person, but Dre, everybody ain't you. The situation that I am in right now is that I got, excuse me. Situation I'm in right now is I'm homeless. I'm homeless until I get my place. And I've been staying at a spa and I've been staying in my car. And somebody asked me that, it's like, well, you know, you can come spend the night on my house. You can come stay on my house. I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like, no, you can come in. No, I'm okay. Why won't I stay over people's house? You know when people are out to help you. You know, you can feel it. That's that third eye, man. Don't be blind, y'all. I lost my trust in everybody. And it's hard when I was trying to learn to trust people, man. I was trying to learn. I never opened up. I never opened up to anybody to give my heart to as a friend. I never did that. I thought this was new time for me. I thought this was a new growth path for me. I thought this was a new change for me. But a lot of people are the fucking same. A lot of people are the same, man. I was built with a titanium heart, with a titanium soul. I was manifested from the greatest herbs and 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 spirituality that God can put me in. And he opened that up for me to be the vessel that I am. He put the seed in the ground and he built me strong. I'm a transformer. I am built for this. I will never be destroyed by anything in this world but God. But I get hurt by a lot of people. And that's the problem. You're a black man that been through everything that I've been through. It's like a piece of salt. Just because it makes your food taste better doesn't mean it's good for you.